how FUBAR Being in a horror movie so early, everyone goes WTF and possibly leaves the theater. Congratulations, you're in a horror movie. Normal people would try to survive. You're about to speedrun again, banned from the genre entirely. Here's how to butcher the script so hard that the director needs therapy. Number 1. Gaslight the killer. The masked figure standing in the wet doorway. Look him dead in the eye and said, "You're not real, you're a Libra." And they tilt their head in confusion, accuse them of stealing your vape, threatening to sue them for riot theft. And at least one slasher per century has probably given up and gone home because of this. Number 2. Summon everything at once. You find a curse book, read it out loud, and beatbox to it over it. Cross every horror trope like you're doing a chaotic Pokemon fusion. Now the house is haunted by demon sharks, Victorian children, and sentient attacks on it. Congrats, you're fighting on Nightmare Road with sheets on. Number 3. Conduct a seance where contact customer smart. That customer smart. Everyone sobbing and whispering Latin. You bust out a fake phone and pretend to call Ghostbusters HR. Put the ghosts on hold. Play elevator music. Ghosts fear 2 things: holy water and bureaucracy. Number 4. Set up a MLM for the other survivors. Instead of panicking, immediately launch a pyramid scheme. Hey girl boss, want to sell cursed candles and maybe live? Rank the survivors by who's selling the most candles. If the killer shows up, recruit them too. Jason, babe, you could be making passive income with that machete. Number 5. Treat the haunted house like it's an Airbnb. Walls bleeding, child ghost screaming. Leave a 3-star Yelp review. Aesthetic, so spooky chic, but no continental breakfast. Also carrying it from room 302. Keeps crying at 3 a.m. Kinda rude. Posted it while the ghost is mid-possession. Haunted spirits can't handle public feedback. Number 6. Physically fight the curse with dollar store items. Forget holy relics. Wield a pole noodle and some glitter glue. Charge at the evil spirit, screeching like a cracked out seagull. Real evil can't handle players, but not unfiltered Florida man energy. Number 7. Pretend you're the monster's boss. When the monster corners you, immediately demand their quarterly performance report. Where are you, our KPIs, Michael? How are you driving star stakeholder engagement? Chase them down the hallway with a clipboard and a Birkin picture. Number 8. Accept your fate, but badly. Final puzzle. Everyone sobbing. You show up wearing Crocs and eating shredded cheese straight from the bag. Yell, scream, yee-haw, and belly flop into the abyss. Not because you're scared, but because you're built different. Number 9. Ignore every obvious threat with full confidence. You hear a whisper from the attic. Someone says the walls are bleeding. The Ouija board spells out you're next. Smile, nod, and carry on. When you refuse to even acknowledge the horror, the entire narrative short circuits. Ghosts rely on fear. Monsters rely on chase scenes. Deny them both, and you're basically putting the script in the blender. Bonus points. Offer a demon a snack. Number 10. Immediately befriend the killer. Scream queen? Nah. Become the villain's life coach. Imagine Jason Voorhees standing there with a machete, and instead of running, you're like, dude, have you considered therapy? Or, you could monetize this on TikTok. Watch the confusion bloom behind the hockey mask. Number 11. Choose the worst possible hiding spot. Closet? Under the bed? So basic. Hide inside the fridge. Not behind the fridge, in it. Bonus points if it's still plugged in and full of old mustard jars. When the monster opens the door and finds you freezing next to last year's lasagna, there's a non-zero chance they'll just shut it again in sheer disbelief. Number 12. Form a cult with zero experience. Find a dusty book written in Latin. Don't summon a demon. Become one. Instantly declare yourself the Grand High Spaghetti Wizard and demand loyalty from your terrified friends. Make up spells on the spot. By the power of Lunchables, I banish thee. The real entity would either leave in secondhand embarrassment or just show up just to see what the hell you're doing. Number 13. Give a TED talk during the final chase. Chased by a monster through the woods. Whip out a whiteboard. Draw graphs about why running never works in horror movies and suggest alternative conflict resolution strategies. Speak loudly and slowly like you're trying to reason with a room full of toddlers. If you go down, at least you've done educating. Number 14, try to date the curse. House is haunted, mirror is evil, flirt with it. Heard. Leave chocolates for the poltergeist. Compliment the curse to painting's eyes. Swipe right on whatever screaming from your walls. Nothing will cause more existential dread in the ancient being than being treated like a Tinder date gone weird. And number 15, refuses eyes on schedule. Final showdown, you're supposed to die. Music's swell. Just don't. Lie down flat, start a podcast, knit a sweater, bake cookies. If the final confrontation is no-show because you simply opted out, who's real in charge now? In conclusion, if you FUBAR this hard, you will not survive. The movie will not survive. Reality might not survive. But you will earn the title of person who caused a literal demon into confuse a literal demon into early retirement. And honestly, that's a legacy worth fighting for. Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fan lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori. Today, your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.